Good morning, class. My name is Dice Ellis, and currently I'm pursuing an MHA at this very college. In this presentation, I'll be assessing two different concepts from the Process Improvement Handbook from Brochures and Purdy. The first, section 1 of 10, is the process improvement skill called time management skill. BMP defines the skill as the process of planning and exercising control over the amount of time spent on specific activities. Some specific ways the skill is shown by setting appropriate time for scheduling activities, adjusting priorities to fit different situations, and lastly, contingency timelines to deal with unexpected issues. For your reference, that's located on page 212 of the text. I feel this is a pertinent skill in my life because I deal with time management skills personally, but in terms of my workplace, it is more important than ever. In my current position as a cellular therapy specialist, we currently are in the clinical trial phase of our patients. This means that we're currently accepting different treatments in order to gain commercialization. This means that if we have stage 4 patients and we need 3 of them dosed, we have to fit our schedules around the dosing dates are there because theirs is more important. In my workplace, I have specific tasks and responsibilities. Some of these could be SOP reviewing, deviation assessing, and even pre-process planning. The time that I need to commit between all my tasks, such as SOP, could be about 6 hours, and electronic management could be about 2 hours. But these tasks have a defined time. So in my head, I can effectively space out the time that I need these for and then save them till the last minute, correct? Wrong. Because what happens is certain situations that come up and appear will throw the whole type of schedule off. This can extend beyond what you planned as well. It is important to allot not only enough time to make sure the needs are met, but also have space just in case emergencies pop up. To give a hypothetical but realistic timeline, we had a schedule released on Monday that indicated no patient tumors would be resected on the week of the 10th. So naturally, I decided to leave my stuff to the very end. I know I have to do weekly monitoring and inventory check. So knowing this, I said I pretty much have a free week. I opted to spend my Monday catching up on non-work related responsibilities and committed to finishing my tasks later in the week. I received a call Tuesday, unfortunately, that said that we would be having a patient on Wednesday. If I displayed the PI improvement skills defined by Bolsters and Purdy as time management, I would have effectively used my Monday to reduce the overall workload and time commitment for the week, just in case another activity appeared. Now, I am in a position where I have to rush certain responsibilities and others will have to compensate for this. This puts self induced stress on myself and could prove detrimental to the process as things get complicated. Second part, the second concept I wanted to address was one of 10 core competencies that were given in the text, being collaboration. BNP defines collaboration competency as embracing the ability to work harmoniously with others in a business environment towards a common goal. Some ways this is demonstrated as disclosing of pertinent information, contributing to team meetings discussion, and intervening when conflicts arise. This is found on page 217, just for everybody's reference. Collaboration is synonymous with cooperation. In essence, the competency is important to me because it strengthens my ability to cooperate with my teammates. Much like I addressed in the previous section, I work in cell therapy, specifically the manufacturing of a drug. There are multiple entities outside the manufacturing, such as supply chain, which basically allots our inventory, and then PD, which does analytical tests on our specific medicine. And additionally, there are other internal stakeholders that make their way in the process, but mainly focus on those three. The collaboration process proves important because I need resources for that patient run. Example that happened recently, I need a transfer buffer that needs to be specifically made in the UK. Normally, when something needs to be made outside the country, you have to have it shipped to you, so you have to give them advance notice. I was not extensively communicating with this department named supply chain when I informed them of my current need for transfer buffer. They let me know the request could not be fulfilled. Now, as I mentioned, we're dealing with stage 4 cancer patients, so there's never a situation where it's not going to be fulfilled. However, time was crucial, so I had to put a rush order in. This meant that I had to go above their heads to management, and then management had to personally fulfill my request. First things first, no one likes anybody going over their heads with anything. So not only once my transfer buffer request was fulfilled did I look kind of incompetent for waiting so long, but I also had to go back and apologize to supply chain because I had to go over their heads for this request. One thing I realized is that if I had demonstrated the competency months prior, I know not only would have a sustainable relationship with supply chain to where I could ask them for this and then be fulfilled, but also they wouldn't have taken offense to the fact that my incompetency allowed for it to go past its allotted time. Lastly, and just to end, I feel that both skill competency that I described and times management make you feel better as a worker and make your organization better. I feel good as a worker you are, there's always a spot where you can improve in. And workplace deficiency awareness is paramount. Knowing you having a problem is the best starting course and is the best step one. And moving forward, I want to thank everybody for their time. Professor, I want to thank you for the opportunity for this assignment. And I wish you all the best with your presentations. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I enjoy hearing your responses. Have a nice day.